Community partnerships are essential. Partnerships with your bank, your neighbors, and ultimately your real estate professional.
To do so, experts in the affordable housing space, wealth principles, collaboration with businesses and philanthropic organizations, all in an effort to continue this meaningful transformation and enrich the lives of those we serve. We are here. We are in it. The endeavor to do better, to be better, to produce meaningful environments from the rubble of their individual situations and circumstances. To say proudly, it can be done. It can be done because we did it. And we can do it in your situations as well if you are willing to do the work.
Well, great day to you. This is Felicia Moore. I am your host of Realty, Resources, and Reality. I am so happy to be here. This is our second live show. It's only going to get better from here. I'm an associate broker with Exit Realty West Midtown. And so what I do as an associate broker is I'm on the leadership team, but I also can help you buying, selling, leasing, whatever you need for your real estate needs. And so feel free to reach out to Exit's team or to me and see how we can serve you. But what I'm really, really happy about is the second part of my title. I am the Director of Community Resources and Engagement. That's a lot, but it is what we are here for at Exit Realty West Midtown. We want to be a resource to you. Our broker of record, Michael Williams, always says that we have to have a heart for the people. And we want to reach out to you because, we want to do business, but we want to make sure that we're sharing all the good information that we have, how we can help you protect your property, make your investment better, buy, sell, give you resources. That's what we're here to do. And as the resource part, this is part of it, this show, where we can reach out and talk about topics that you should know about. But we also want to know what topics you're interested in. And so what I would ask you to do is to make sure you reach out to me. Can be reached by email or by text at Ask Felicia at exitwestmidtown.com, or you can text Ask Felicia to 85377. I'd like to know what some of your show ideas are. There are many ideas out here, and there's so many things that we can talk about on this topic. And I want to make sure that we're hitting those issues that concern you. And if you don't have an issue that you actually want to be on air and you just have some realty questions, feel free to call us. One of the big questions out here today is people are concerned about all of these calls that they get. I get them too, text and phone and all of these calls and people wanting to buy their property. And if you are just curious or you want to entertain that, you really wonder when they tell you, once it takes that process for them to give you a number or a range is really what they give you. What is my property really worth? And that's good to know for several reasons. One, just to be armed with the information, knowing what your property, your biggest investment probably is valued at is good to know, whether it's increased in value, whether it's decreased in value. And that is where we can help you. It doesn't cost you anything, it's complimentary. We're here as a service again and a resource here at Exit Realty West Midtown. And we can do what's called a comparative market analysis. And that will be just a look at the property. Now, you can go online to Zillow and a lot of these other Redfin and other sites, and they'll tell you what the estimated value of your property is. Well, that's sort of the ball field. It's between this and this, or it's kind of worth this. What we want to do with the comparative market analysis is to make that ball field a base and beyond base pretty close to what you could sell your property for on an open market and what you can receive. So you are armed with that information when they give you those calls. The one thing we don't suggest is that you follow through on these calls, because most of them are calling from out of the country, all across the country. People who have know nothing about the Atlanta metropolitan area or the state of Georgia for that matter. They're just looking to get properties in their portfolio. And typically they're not going to give you what it is worth. They're going to try to get you as low as possible, around 30 cents on a dollar. And you want to get, if you want to sell your property, the best. So call us. We'll do a comparative market analysis. And if you're interested in selling your property, we at Exit Realty West Midtown will be more than happy to talk with you about how we can serve you and how we can market your property and list it on sale. That's if you have a home. That's if you have those, vacant lots that you have in your family that you're just paying the taxes on. I hope you're paying the taxes and you don't know what to do with it. Just give us a call. We certainly are here to help you with any advice that you may have. So the show is Realty, anything dealing, whether it's commercial, industrial, residential, we want to talk about it. What are the trends in the market? What's going on that you should be aware of? That's the resource part. What do you need to have as a homeowner, as a resource? And today we're going to talk about a very valuable resource and the reality. People are out there trying to steal your property. That's just the reality of it. And they're doing it. And when I saw this news story, I said, these will be the first topic I talk about. We did one story on our last show, but I have another news clip that we're going to talk about today on this show and give you resources on how you can protect your property. So, quick break. And I'm going to ask you to do something. Help us help others by sharing this video. Share it on your social media platforms. Like it, particularly because that gets it in the algorithm so other people will see it, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube, and subscribe. Subscribe so you get notifications when we're coming on, or you can catch the replays. So we're going to take a quick break. I'm going to ask you to please like, subscribe, and share it while we're doing that, and we will be right back.
The real estate market continues to change. Your local Exit Realty office is just a call away. At Exit Realty, we sell homes. Reach out to us today.
They want to work smarter. They want to have a great work-life balance, but they also want to change the world. And they want to do their part in changing the world. They want to embrace a company that cares. And now with the opportunity for residual income, they can create anything. Forget about game changer. This is without question a life changer for the business.
Welcome back. I hope you liked, shared, and subscribed to this channel because we want to get this word out. I am just excited to join the Exit Realty team, particularly Exit Realty West Midtown. And if you're an agent out there and you're looking for a new home or thinking about moving to another agency, believe me, there are many perks to joining Exit Realty, and we'd love to talk with you about it. And I see that we have in our backstage the broker of record for Exit Realty West Midtown. And hello there, Michael. Michael Williams is our broker of record. And hey, are you ready to hear about how people are getting their property stolen?
Absolutely. You got my attention. I'm on the edge of my seat seeing how this thing, how these things happen in the marketplace in 2023. My goodness.
Well, tell us just a little bit about why would somebody want to join our team? I think this is the great team, and Exit Corporate has a lot of great things. So let's talk about that, and then if you will stay with me, we'll review this property theft together.
Awesome. I'm here for it. I am glad that I was able to tune in. This is a phenomenal job, Miss Felicia Moore, that you're doing, bringing these resources to the forefront in our communities. So hats off to you for taking on such a arduous task to get this communication into the hearts and minds of people that need it. So first of all, thank you. But as it relates to Exit Realty West Midtown, we just operate on 3 basic principles: a heart for people, leaving people whole, and we really want to. Oh, excuse me. I didn't expect to speak this much.
That's all right.
And leaving people whole. That's what we operate on here at Exit Realty West Midtown. So if you're an experienced agent or a new agent, we have many ways that you can contact us, and we'll be happy to have a conversation about what that means for you and your real estate career.
Well, great. Let's get into this story, because when I saw it, Michael, I was really surprised of how easy it is for somebody to steal your greatest investment. So let's take a look.
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh, I thought I did it, but I didn't do it. Hold on one second. I am getting better at this, but I'm not as great as I would like to be. So hold on one second. We're going to start it over. Okay. And I need to share my screen. That's what I'm missing. All right, now we're ready. We should be ready. Let me get over here, and here we go.
Until it's too late.
All new at 10, Fox 5's Denise Dillon tells us what's being done to try and stop the thieves in their tracks.
Just like you can get a fraud alert from your bank if there's some kind of unusual activity, now there is a free system in place that will alert you if someone is trying to steal your house.
If one person loses their home, it's devastating.
Losing a home to crooks, it's called deed theft, or simply house stealing, and it's happening across the country.
The thieves.
So I just want to make a pause here to let people know that this is definitely happening in the state of Georgia. This is Channel 5. Shout out to Fox 5. Last week I used Channel 11's story. And so they're getting the word out. But when I did my research on this, you will find that this is happening across the country. So this isn't just something that's going on here in the state of Georgia. But there are some ways to help you. So if I can continue, let me keep my mouse there.
They are making up fake deeds, and they come to our offices and file them, and they become by the deed the new owners.
Douglas County Clerk of Superior and State Courts, Annetta Danley Stembridge, says, unfortunately, at that point, there's nothing her office can do about it.
You cannot touch that document if it meets the legal criteria for that document to be filed.
Sometimes it takes months for the real homeowner to get their house back, sometimes years, sometimes they never get it back.
So I want to stop right here to talk about that, because in the last story that we had, it was very clear that what they're doing is they go out and they get fake identification. They walk right over to the clerk's office with this fake identification, and then they say that they are the owner of your property. And if you heard the clerk well, what she made it clear was she doesn't have any way to stop it. As long as they, follow the guidelines, the format is correct, there's some ID that they can check. They have no other recourse but to file it. And so this was really happening a lot years ago. In the last story last week, they talked about Fulton County, and they interviewed that clerk, and she was alerting people of that and finding that it was happening over and over again. So what happened was many of the clerks, and there are other stories with other clerks in other counties in Georgia, instituted their own alert system within their offices. And then they lobbied the state to come up with an alert system statewide. Can you believe that, Michael, what they're doing? Your house could be mine. I think I need to go get it. I love your home. It's beautiful.
Wow. Wow. As long as I could pass along the note, that'd be appropriate. But this is I don't even know where to begin. This is incredible that things like this can happen, and sounds like from the story so easily.
It very easily. And that's why we're going to talk about the resources and what people can do to stop it. So let me continue.
They will remodel the home, sell it again before they even know that somebody has stolen their property.
But the sooner a homeowner finds out their house has been stolen, the better chance they have of reclaiming it. That's why Stembridge wants people to know about the dreadful crime.
Our office is out in the community, spreading as much information as we can to protect, our community.
So let me stop right. I think it's important to just kind of make sure we talk about the nuggets of this story, because sometimes you can forget it. What she was saying, Michael, is that people don't even realize this until years later. So say someone stole our property today, and we think we're going along like everything's fine. When you want to refinance, get that equity line of credit, remodel your house, or even sell your house, that's when people are finding out.
Wow. And at that point, it's well down the road. In some cases.
And she said maybe too late. Wow. It may be too late to cure that property. And that's what really hit me when I saw the story on the news. And that's why when we go with the rest of the story, you will see ways that you can protect your property. If you're not alerted, you can sign up for where you can be alerted as soon as anybody files something on your property. And I tell you, I immediately did it. I went to Fulton County and I signed up there. But you'll hear after all of these clerks were sounding the alarm, there's a statewide one, and I filed with that one too, so that I wouldn't be missed on either one. So as soon as you know somebody's doing something, you can get your attorney and you can get on it, right on it, versus waiting years later only to find out that you're not doing it. And the other thing I wanted to mention was the fact that what's going on as well is properties that are under mortgage, it's happening to them, but the majority of the people, you won't be surprised at this, Michael, that are being victimized are senior citizens because they own their home free and clear.
Wow. And the resources, shameless plug, the resources available to those that need it are limited if they're senior citizens, and that what the information they could get to resolve these fake claims of deeds.
Exactly. So let's hear about those resources and then we'll come back and talk about it on the other side. But I will tell people, if sign up for your own property, number one, but tell your cousins, your niece, your nephew, your aunt, your grandma, your mothers, make sure your family is protecting themselves. Let's hear what they have to say.
Help homeowners protect their property. Douglas County set up an alert system on their website. Anyone who signs up for it will be notified if there are changes to their deed.
And if there's any activity on their property, then they'll be notified through their cell phone or computer or however they want us to set it up.
Stembridge helped push for a statewide system that was implemented a few months ago. She's encouraging all homeowners in Douglas County and Georgia to sign up for it.
And I'm just real passionate about this community, and I hate to see this continue to happen.
Both the county and statewide alert systems are free. You can find a link to them on our website, fox5atlanta.com. In Douglas County, Denise Dillon, Fox 5 News.
Thank you, Denise, and thank you, Channel 11, and all of the stations that have definitely worked to make sure that people know about this. So, let me cut this off here. So, to do is to use that information. So on the bottom, that gives you the statewide alert system. And I went ahead and gave you Fulton County. But whatever county you in, go to their website, find out if they have a registry, sign up. Then go to the state. Actually, I signed up with both, and I got a notice about a lien for something related to an old campaign account that was just filed. Of course, I saw it. I said, "Oh no, they're trying to steal my property," but it was something else. But I think it's great because the statewide alert will alert you if anything in your name or the address of your property. And I think that's just an excellent tool to have. Have you signed your property up, or are you going to do that, Michael?
I absolutely am. I'm over here taking some notes.
You're on mute.
Can you hear me now?
There you go.
Yes,
No,
I absolutely.
I'm not hearing you for some reason. Let's try you again. Michael, can you hear me?
Is that better?
Well, for some reason you're on mute and I can't hear you. I don't know what's going on.
No worries.
But anyway. All right. We're going to figure this out. We're doing it one day at a time. Michael, you want to try it one more time, see if we can hear you?
Can you hear me now?
Check and make sure you are not muted. I'm going to unmute your mic. And
Hello.
okay. For some reason, we're not able to hear Michael anymore. That's it. I know he always has a lot of good stuff to say. But anyway, we both want to make sure that both of you, that everybody takes advantage of the resource that's available. We're going to take a quick break, see if we can get Michael's mic back working. And when we come back, we will follow up about what we want to do in the future. But I want you to take this time, please consider, consider sharing this with other people, because this information is extremely important. So let me give you a word from our corporate office, and we'll be right back.
Hi there. For Wisdom Wednesday today, I want to talk about empathy. Empathy is actually a strength. This entire organization was built on empathy, that empathy orientation of putting yourself in someone else's shoes. In fact, it was built from a position of love, building a company based on human potential. But I think that it couldn't be more important than it is today to have empathy for every single human being. One of the best ways to do more business and be part of your community is to just reach out, see how everybody's holding up. Make sure that you're adding value to people's lives and help them regardless of what the circumstance or the situation is. We see such divide today, and we really, especially an empathy-oriented company, we're the family we chose. Exit is the family we chose. We chose to be part of this special organization, and we talk about it all the time as part of a family. We have blood relatives, and then we have the family that we've chosen. And you're in a community that you probably chose to be part of too. And so I think it's really important to have empathy, lead with a position of love, and probably it's actually the best way for you to increase your business and increase your quality of life.
All right, we're back. Michael, let me see if I can hear you.
Hello.
I can hear you now. You know what? I know what I did, but this is a learning process. We're going to keep it going, and we'll make sure we get it right. So I was asking you if you had or if you will be considering to register your property and tell other people about it.
Absolutely. I love it that the link is scrolling across the screen, so I don't even have to go and find the link. I could just write it down because I got a page of notes here already, because this is incredible that in 2023 this can happen so easily, and to the most vulnerable. It's make it even more alarming. Our seniors that have done so much for our communities over the years, and their quality of life could be impacted by this situation. So it's a great topic to bring to the forefront. So I thank you to the news station for taking this on, and thank you for highlighting it in our communities on our platform. So if you're listening to this, or if you have a mom, I know many of people my age I went to school with or have aging parents right now. This should be a wake-up call to those that are in our age group to alert your aging parents in whatever state you're in to really see if this is something that your state has. And if not, sound the alarm and ask them for something like this to help protect your friends, family, and loved ones, particularly your aging parents.
Yeah, it's I think about it, and how easy it is really the scary thing. But even more scary is it could have occurred and you not know it. And the last thing you want to do is go through getting your property ready to sell, get someone to sell it, only to get to the closing table or through the title work to find out you're not the owner. And then can you imagine the time it will take to try to untangle that weave? And then she said that web, and she said sometimes people never get their property back.
Wow, and it's an expensive endeavor. That's another hurdle. Those elderly people are typically on a fixed income, and attorney fees and that kind of thing could really just make them walk away. Attorney fees are in the thousands just to get a property back that's rightfully theirs. This is incredible. I keep saying that, but it's incredible that it can happen and happen so easily to the most vulnerable people in our society.
Yeah, and I think that this should be our office and other realtors out there, our number one resource. When people buy houses, you leave them a list of things that they should do, their homeowner exemptions, whatever. This should be on that to-do list for you to register your property, because I just can't imagine that happening and all that you'd have to go through to try to get it back if you're able to. In some of the stories I saw, and I looked at many across the country, and even here, people's houses were being demolished or they were sold and other people were living in. All kinds of craziness that's going on. And particularly, again, to seniors who've owned their home and thinking that they're going to have an asset to pass on for their generational wealth. So I appreciate you joining me for this topic, and I know you will do your best to share the word. I'm asking everybody to do that as well.
Absolutely. I thank you for, again, hats off, taking on such a an important topic. It's heartbreaking just to think about how these things are happening in our society to our most vulnerable, to almost defenseless people that don't might not have the resources to fight this, be it health concerns or maybe economics, to hire an attorney to get this thing sorted out. So thank you for taking this topic on.
Thank you, and thank you for allowing me to be able to do what you do, and thank you for allowing me to become a director of community resources and engagement, because this is what Exit is about.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. We want to embody these services that impact our community in a positive way for generations to come. So thank you. Thank you for doing
All right. Thank you, Michael. Thank you. And for all of you out there, please make sure that you reach out to us or reach out to me if you have any questions. I am more than happy to help you, get you the resources. If you saw something on here at Ask Felicia at Exit Realty, at exitwestmidtown.com, please reach out. We're going to take a quick break. And then after that break, we're going to come out, close out. But I'm hoping that you will share this and you'll reach out to me about other things that we can do.
Tired of living paycheck to paycheck? With Exit Realty's residual income, you do the work once and get paid over and over. Learn how at joinexitrealty.com.
All right, so that is our show for today. It's only going to get better, but it only gets better if you help us, and that is by liking, sharing, and subscribing. Please share this video on your social media platforms. Let them know what I'm up to these days and that I'm still here to serve you, as well as Exit Realty West Midtown. This is Felicia Moore. You have been listening to Realty, Resources, and Reality. I hope you learned something today, but more important than anything else, I'm going to put it up one more time. Please make sure you sign up for this alert. It didn't cost you anything. It only takes a few minutes. I've put up the one for the statewide alert. Everybody should do that. And because what happens with the statewide alert, if something happens in your county, it gets transferred to the state and then the state alerts you. But just to make sure you don't miss anything and to get it as quick as you can, make sure you register at your county. My county is Fulton County, and so I put that information up as well. Please make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Reach out to me again. Like I said, if I can help you with anything, it Ask Felicia, and we're going to call it a show. We are only going to get better. And here at Exit, we have a heart for you. And so we're going to keep at this until we make sure that we can get everyone informed and educated and help you with your realty needs. So I'm going to put up our social media handles. We are on Facebook. We're on Instagram. We're on YouTube. That is also our address. We're located right here at 1024 Donald Lee Hollowell Parkway in Atlanta. Again, you can text me at Ask Felicia to 85377, or just email me at exitwestmidtown.com, Ask Felicia at exitwestmidtown.com, or call our office at 470-749-9378. It's all up there. I hope you take advantage of it. Again, thank you so very much for joining us, and we will see you in 2 weeks, 3 p.m. right back here, either on Facebook or YouTube. However you connected with us, we want to connect with you. See you soon.